everybody. Welcome to Astrology and Psychic Readings with Lady D. So I'm Lady D, your host for the next half an hour. I hope you've had a fabulous week that's been. I know some of the transits that we've had have been very, very interesting. I definitely felt the Venus conjunct with Uranus in the beginning of the week that we had. Some things, unexpected things popping up there. And then not a couple of days ago with the Mars with Chiron, I spoke about that last week. And because I knew that was coming up, and I tried as much as I could to stay very patient, especially the day that they were coming together. And I thought, oh, this is so far so good. I'm keeping my calm. I'm being very patient, and I'm usually very patient by nature. But then I had two meetings, and then I just by the end of it, I was very angry. So I definitely feel those energies coming about, and it can be quite intense as well. What's coming up now? So actually, what's coming up yesterday, but we should also feel the effects of it coming in even in today. We actually got Venus coming together with the North Node. So the North Node's our life lesson. Wherever that is in your chart, it's your life lesson for this lifetime. So it goes in the house as well as the star sign that it's in for you, and they also move around the chart. And so at the moment, that's in Taurus. And with Venus connecting with that, I feel like whenever the North Node connects with another planet or also goes over a planet in your chart, I feel like we're at destiny points. And that's what I tend to call it. I call it destiny points in our life, where destiny is sort of taking place and things that are happening behind the scenes. So we've got Venus mixing with that. So with our life lesson or our purpose. And so we're looking at relationships and our finances because that's what Venus covers. It's money and it's love. So we might be starting to think about over these next couple of days, about relationships and pondering about are they good? Are they good or bad? Are we wanting to more out of the relationship? What sort of partnership do we want out of life? And as well as we're talking about our finances and where that's heading in our life. Are we trying to plan and we're trying to perhaps trying to make more money? And maybe we're not happy with the finances that we've got at the moment and we're trying to look at different ways of earning money, maybe having a side gig. So these things are coming up this week where we're really trying to think and look and plan ahead so that we're not caught out. And it is like that. I mean, at the moment for myself, where I am, they're saying there's energy shortages and giving us warnings. And in fact, even myself, the other week there, my house, we lost half our power. We couldn't use certain things in our house. So it's happening, and it's about planning. And then the next day, my mum was like, I'm not going to be caught out again, and had her dinner at 4:30 in the afternoon so that she could prepare a meal for herself. So that's where we are at the moment in our lives. And I feel like we're all like this. We're all planning, being aware of around us, trying to navigate the future, what's coming up, and I guess trying to be prepared for that. I was also doing a little bit of meditation and to see where we're coming up for us this week. And I kind of feel like people are a bit scared to spend money or trying to be more careful with the way that everything is and the way that this world has become at the moment. It has become a rather, at times a bit scary, but people, as I said, that planning, that energy that's coming in, where I just feel like people are a bit scared to, spend money and trying to be more careful. And I can even relate that to myself, where, I'm just taking my time. I said to my friend last night, I'm kind of just buying things that I need at the moment. I'm not trying to spend too much, just what I just need for now, just with the way everything is. And we've also got this Mercury, which is coming into Gemini. And by the end of the week, Venus will be coming into Gemini too. So with our Mercury, we're also trying to think about our social situations, because Mercury is our communication, but it's also our mind. It's where we think. So, as a collective, where maybe we're thinking about, social scenes and where we fit socially, as well as maybe knowledge and trying to seek out more knowledge and trying to seek out, more education and, I guess, wisdom for ourselves. Because I feel like people are wanting that deeper understanding now where we are. They're trying to go deeper so they understand things about their life and the way things work and where they are heading. So it's putting a spotlight on that for us for now. Um, I also feel like what's coming up is that people are opening their eyes. It's like I was meditating, I could see people's like eyes sort of opening up. So I feel like maybe people are being more awake or wanting to be more awake into what's happening around us and to looking at what's real. So what's substance? What's that make believe? Because we've had so much energy in Pisces, which is about delusion, about manipulation. So now that we've only got Neptune in Pisces now, we've got all the planets coming out. It's got a lot into Aries at the moment. So people are trying to look at what's real in their life, what's not delusion, what's real, what gives them more substance. Where are they? And it's because we're all on a mission at the moment. We're all trying to search for something, whether it be a relationship. Usually relationships and finances I find are the top two, but also could be about, where they fit in their family life, where if you want to relocate, um, plans for the future. I feel like that's where everybody's wanting to go now. And things, in terms of like, I guess, anger, but once that Mars, and by the end of next week, Mars will be a bit more away from Chiron, so that energy will calm down a bit more, won't be less intense for us. But I also was getting just now was it was like people like to stand still and assess what I'm saying, assess their plans, but where to go from here. It's coming up a lot. Like you're meditating about planning and it being, but I also feel like there could be a bit of anxious and maybe overwhelmed feeling coming up and a lot of pressure. But I was also seeing fire, so people might get their maybe a spark back, or could be something about even like a volcano. Could be some intense energy coming up this week with perhaps that's coming up. Let's go to a caller. So we've got our first caller here, and her name is Tara, and she's in Georgia in the USA. So hi, Tara.
Hi.
Hi. How can I help you today?
I would like a reading, psychic reading. Just really, I guess for a question, what is in alignment with my higher self? I guess that'd be my question.
What was the question? What's in an alignment for your higher self? Is that what it is?
What is in alignment with my higher self?
Okay. All right. When you first started talking, Tara, I just got you're special. I just heard that. My guides just said to me, you're very special, and you're a very unique person as well. And I guess what I'm just talking about, being very inquisitive and about searching for the purpose and where we're trying to go from here. I do feel like there's a lot of spirituality with you, and I do feel like you are trying to find your purpose. So I'm not really sure how to answer your question. So our higher self, I always see it as there's three parts to our soul. We've got the physical, which is where we are, our physical body. We've also got our our higher self, and we also, it's like there's three parts, but the soul never it never dies. It's always living there, and we are always attached to our higher self. And I always feel, this is just what I believe personally, that we have a soul contract to fulfill. So our higher self is like, I feel like is the one that makes that contract, and then we come down and we experience our life. But you can always ask to connect to your higher self. So what I do when I want to do to that is I always just make sure I find a nice quiet space, sometimes in nature, over under a tree, or just somewhere that's nice, that's relaxing, and just ask to connect. And I always find I always see myself in a red golden light. For you, see. And I feel like you do want to do a bit more spiritual work as well. I feel like you've got it within you to be capable to do it, and because I feel like you want to be able to help people and to, I guess, reach more people around as well. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yes.
Okay, but it's like there's a block there, or you're unsure how to release it so that you're able to get the energy that you seek. And I feel like you're trying very, very hard, but there's some sort of block. I feel like there's also a disbelief, so you've got to get that confidence within you. I do feel like you can do it. A lot of the time we just need mentoring. So it's about finding that mentor or that class that can really help us to open up. I personally find that the key to this work is your relationship to your guides. So every day and every night I say hello and goodbye to my guides, and I thank them for any messages that I received or for readings that I had. I'm always, and then even if it's a quiet day, I'm not doing many readings, I'll ask them questions like, what's the day going to be like? Or what that if I feel like someone's got an issue with me, why do they have an issue with me today? And I'll ask questions and I'll get an answer. So I feel like with you, it's about practicing, but also relax, because I feel like you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself um, to be able to get things right. I see cards with you as well, so I do see angel cards. I don't know if you got a deck of angel cards, because I do see cards with you.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I
and I
do.
feel like I feel like they're quite gentle. And I feel like you got an eye for detail, which is good for card reading. And when I can read my tarot and my angel cards the same way, and I read them whatever stands out at me. You'll find that something doesn't leave your eye, and that's what you tend to read when you're giving out the reading to people. But also, practice makes perfect. Like I feel like your development is going to really start amping up come next year. I feel like this year you're trying to, like, you're putting your foot in the water, trying it out, see how it goes. But I do feel like next year is when you're really going to amp it up, and you're going to find that circle, that group that's really going to help you to understand more as well. I also feel like there could be some sort of Reiki energy that you might do later on as well, and also channeling. I feel like you're going to be a good source, like automatic writing, like a channeler. So I do feel like all these things are going to be able to come into you over the next, I'm going to say over the next 5 to even 6 years, because it does take time to develop. We need to also spend the years to actually develop. And I feel like you're right at that beginning stage of unlocking. But it's like Pandora's box. When you open this box, it's like you don't shut it. It just stays open and it stays with you. Um, I do feel like you're looking for a teacher that's going to be genuine, true, who you're going to be able to connect with, who has that like a spark, there's a spark with them. I feel like there's something with their eyes, the teacher that you're going to have that's really going to help you to open up. That's going to help you to connect with.
Okay.
So I feel like there's more for next year. That's coming up with that as well. Does that make sense?
It makes a lot of sense. Yes.
Yeah. I feel like you're quite young. I do feel like you're quite young, and it's like you're trying to take that next step. But just know it will take
Yeah.
time. Yeah, it will take. Look, I started this in my 20s as well, so I'm always, and even now I tend to be one of the youngest readers at shows and fairs, and um so when in class I'm still the youngest person at the moment in class as well. I've just turned 40. So you're going to find that. But it's still good, because you're going to evolve and learn so much. Just got spirit wanting to work with you. I also feel like you've got an angel around you at the moment as well, who's trying to help you and to guide you. I also find here in the cards that I've got something about money coming in for you. I feel like money's a bit tight, and you're trying to also look at different ways. I don't know if you're after, I feel like maybe you're after a new job or new career. Um,
Okay.
that's that's could be coming in for you, and even perhaps like new car or transport. But I just feel like you're gonna have an abundance cup with you. Like everything's gonna fall into place. I feel like that's more in the future, 2 to 3 years time.
Yeah.
But right
Yeah.
now, it's about finding your feet.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah.
Okay, because
Do you
my
have any
grandpa had
questions?
passed away. Yeah, well, my grandpa passed away, and there was supposed to be a will in play, and I don't know, like, it's just like everything pretty much like my family, particularly my family, kind of went like the opposite way. Like they sold my truck, they started kicking my mom out where she grew up in, and it's like my grandpa told me before he passed away, he's like, well, you're going to get yours, and it seems like it's not going to be in play. And I mean, it's got me kind of confused because, I lost everything, like house, car, everything. because they all took it, because I guess they're greedy. I don't know.
I just got greed. Look, I feel like there's greed coming into you. And this happens, when, I guess, when there's passing and other situations happens in our lives, we see these people's true colors. And I do feel like there is a lot of greed there within the family and wanting to take and take and take. Um,
Mhm.
I do feel like you may have to look at your like looking at legal options with this and with your mum. I do feel like she's quite hurt and she does need a lot of comforting. Your grandfather was a very unique man, I feel, and I feel like he was just special. I don't know if he was
Mhm.
very tall. So I feel like I'm looking up to him. So I feel like either he's someone I want to look up to, or he's very tall. Because I feel like I want to look up to him, and
Yeah.
uh, and so I feel like is he from a country area?
Yes. He's a
Yes,
farmer. He used to be a farmer.
because I'm seeing like this man with like a thing, like usually if I see on TV like an American farmer when I watch American shows, have got something in their mouth, they're chewing like
Yeah. That's
yeah.
his granddad or his father always chewed some
Oh,
tobacco.
Oh, okay, yeah. He's a very jolly man. Look, I feel like he's saying he's sorry for what's happened and how this has all turned out, and it isn't not what he wanted, and he's planned for everyone as well. He does get sick of the fighting, but I feel like there's a male and a female who I feel like who's started this
Yeah.
and getting
Yeah.
quite greedy. Um, yeah, I feel like there's going to be legal battles coming up with this. So it's going to be it's going to be a touch and go. But he's always there for you whenever you need to talk to. He's got his hand on your shoulder and he's saying, "I'm always here for you. Just talk to me," and he will give you a sign. I don't know if he had budgies or something about a budgie or blue bird. Something about blue bird or budgie. I'm seeing a budgie. I don't know if you have them over there. It's like a small blue
Uh,
bird
yeah,
with
I
a white
do.
face. Oh, okay, cool,
Yeah.
white face. So something about that. But I hope that's helped you today. I'm sorry I couldn't spend more time with you with this issue, but also we're in the public platform. My private readings I can go delve more into these, but I wish you all the best, and I hope that everything works out.
All right. Thank you. It was great.
That's okay. It's okay. Thank you. Hope you have a good week. So now we've got our next caller. So now we have Gina, who's in Arizona. So hi, Gina.
Hi.
Hi. How can I help you today?
So I just was wanting any sort of reading that you could give me. I just had a person that was really close to me pass. I don't know if you can do any
Okay.
readings of
So
that sort.
I feel like this is a female, who's a friend. I've got like a
No, it
female
was a
energy.
male.
Okay. All right. Let me just see where I'm going to go with this. Okay. I do have a female around you, and I feel like she had something about her hands. So either she had nice hands. I feel like she had nice hands. Like she got her hands done, like her finger, like her nails done. Um, and okay. And coming in with the male. So the male that I do have, because I just came in holding hands. So I've got a male who's got short hair, and I feel like this male they weren't old. I feel like they're young
Yeah.
with this person. Yep. And I feel like so just coming closer. Just feel the energies away. It's like there's a hesitant. So I feel like maybe then I might not be opened into this. Because I feel like there's a hesitancy with this person that comes through, and I feel like that they are a caring person. Let me just see but I feel like this is a friend. So this is your friend.
Yeah, it was one of my ex-boyfriends. So I don't know if he would come in now, like it just suddenly happened, like just a couple of days ago he had passed
Okay.
away.
That will probably why it's so fine. Okay, because I just feel like there there's a lot of distance there, so that's why. Okay, that's harder. Okay, but I was getting friend. Look, I feel like when we all pass over,
I did
go
lose
into our.
a couple of friends too.
Oh, that's passed over too. Okay.
Yeah,
I do feel like
I have.
when they pass, okay. When they pass
Go
over, they
ahead.
go into it's okay. It's okay. When they
Sorry.
pass over, they go into a healing. So I feel like perhaps, yeah, like, look, he's there and he's around you, and I do feel like he's kind of a strong individual, and like everything is very raw at the moment. He doesn't want to tell me too much because I feel like just the way the emotion and everything that's with this as well. And there was something about him not knowing what to do. Like he's just saying, I didn't know what to do. That he's asking. He's looking where he is now. He is happy where he is now. There is no pain where he is. There's no pain on the other side when people do pass over. So any illnesses they have, it goes away. And he's at peace and he's at rest. So he's waiting for the I'm assuming the funeral hasn't happened yet because I feel like he's waiting for that to happen. And
Yeah.
he just, yeah, so he gives you a lot of love, and he's very I just feel like he's sorry for the way that everything's been, and he's even on the other side, he's there for you and he's going to support you as well. But you have a whole you have a whole lot of cheerleaders out there on the other side, because I feel like there's an elderly lady, so I feel like she's a grandma. You got a grandma passed over who'd be like your cheerleader.
Yeah, I do have a grandma that passed.
Yeah, because I feel like there's a grandmother that's passed over. She's saying grandma that's passed over, and she's in like it's like a cheerleader. So she's like cheerleading you on, and she's a very like, I feel like she's a very like sprite, like she's very energetic, spriteful, and she's like, come on, you can do it, and I just feel like she'd be very like if you came into her, very welcoming. So if you came into her house, like she'd tell you to sit down in the chair, and she'd be very like caring off, like looking after you. And she's just telling me that you've gone through a bit of a hard time. Last 3 months for you has been a bit of a challenge for you, and it's like every time you think you can get up, it's like something else comes in. And she's saying this is just at the moment the life is just like this, but she's saying it's going to get better. She's saying, don't worry, just keep on getting up, because you're going to get up and it's life will get better for you, and things are going to start coming in and it's going to get positive. And she's telling me next year is going to be a year for you where you're going to find different aspects and opportunity that's going to come, and you're going to feel relief. She's saying that this year is just it's challenge, but she's saying I am there for you, and she's trying to just comfort you at the moment. Like I said, being your cheerleader. I feel like she was a little lady, and she's got this very caring, and I feel like she's good with her hands. I feel like this lady could do things like either she's crocheting or she's like knitting. There's something with her hands with this lady. So I see her doing something like intricate, like whether it be like a craft or is it something she's doing with her hands.
A craft?
So something with like a craft, like maybe knitting or crocheting or making something.
She didn't really do that, but I can see her like cheering me on. I've had somebody else tell me that before too.
Okay.
She passed on while I was like in addiction, so I didn't really get to say my goodbyes to her.
Okay. I feel like, was it with her heart? Was it her heart with her?
It was a cancer, and it was like I said, it wasn't around much, so I don't really know every detail.
Okay.
But
she's saying her heart, but her heart. I feel like when she was here, maybe she got either let down or because I feel like there's a pain in my heart, so I feel like maybe but she's happy where she is now, but when she was here, just maybe there was something there that wasn't just not going to pain my heart with her.
She didn't really have a memory, like she lost her memory.
Okay. Well,
so,
that could be that can be painful.
But she was
emotion.
Her and my grandfather were together for like 80, like a long time. Like my grandfather was alive for 86 years, so they were together for like 6 years.
Well, it could be like it's just like a pain in my heart. So that I feel like could be even a broken heart, but now she's better. Like now her everything that she had felt that maybe wasn't as positive is positive now for her. So it's like she feels fulfilled and she's happy where she is. I'm going to leave it there with you. And I wish I could go in this more with you, but we're running out of time. But I really hope that you have you take care and don't worry. I feel like life will get better for you. It's just at the moment there's a bit of ups and downs, but I do feel like it is going to get better for you. Just hold on.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Okay, everyone. So we've got 2 minutes. So just I think this week what's coming up ahead, and with everyone's lives at the moment, we've all got a lot going on, and even for myself included, we just got to take a deep breath and take every day as it comes, and try and find something positive to then focus on, because we've all got our own stories and our own lives. So don't forget, if you want to contact me, so you can through the easiest ways for my social media. So my Facebook page, Lady D Psychic Parties, or my Instagram, which is Lady D S Psychic, and the same with my TikTok. I've also got a website, which is Lady D Psychic Parties as well. And I've also got a YouTube channel, which I do weekly videos, which is Lady D. If you can't find me on Lady D, just look up Danielle Psychic. And I hope you all have such a great week ahead, and I look forward to seeing and connecting with you next Friday. Well, Friday 1 p.m. my time and 11 p.m. in New York. So bye for now.